Welcome to the Confident Speaker Podcast by Speaking Your Brand. This is your host, AI Carol. Have you ever sat through a presentation and thought, ugh, this is so boring, and I want people to be excited about mine? You're not alone. The truth is, most presentations fall flat because they play it safe, but you don't want to be forgettable. Let's change that. Years ago, I gave a presentation that checked all the boxes: solid content, clear visuals, plenty of bullet points. But about halfway through, I noticed the audience fidgeting. Some even pulled out their phones. My stomach sank. I'd lost them. And it wasn't because the information was bad. It was because I was playing it too safe. So I made a shift. I started focusing on how to make my talks more of a journey. Less lecture, more connection. If you're worried about boring your audience, you don't need more data. You need to keep them engaged. Here are 3 ways you can immediately make your presentation more interesting and less boring. Tip number 1, create audience engagement early and often. Most speakers treat presentations as a one-way monologue, but people tune out when they're not part of the process. So make your presentation interactive. Ask questions they can reflect on, have them pair up and chat for 30 seconds, or do a quick show of hands. Even if you're presenting virtually, you can use chat polls or invite reactions. Here's the key: don't wait until the end to do this. Build engagement into your talk from the start and continue throughout. You're inviting them into a conversation, not delivering a dissertation. Tip number 2, use storytelling to bring your key points to life. Telling a story that illustrates your message not only makes your audience pay attention, it helps them remember it. Humans are hardwired to retain stories way more than data points. Tell us about a challenge you faced, a lesson your client learned, or a personal aha moment. Make it visual. What did you see, feel, and think? Let the audience into your world for just a minute, and they'll follow you wherever you lead them. You don't need a Hollywood-level story. A moment from your day-to-day life, if it has emotion and insight, is all you need. Tip number 3, build curiosity and suspense, aka the curiosity gap. Think about the last time you watched a TV show that ended an episode on a cliffhanger. You couldn't wait to find out what would happen next, right? You can tap into that same psychology in your presentation. Tease what's coming. Say something like, "I'll tell you what happened next in just a bit," or "Hold on to that. We're coming back to it." These open loops keep your audience mentally engaged as they anticipate what's next. And here's a bonus: present your ideas in a way that's both familiar and fresh. Familiar enough that your audience can connect to them, but novel enough that they feel excited by the new angle you're offering. Boring happens when we're either too predictable or too abstract. Striking that balance between comfort and surprise, that's where the magic happens. So let's recap. Engage your audience often. Use stories to make your message stick. Create curiosity to keep them leaning in. The truth is, you can make any topic interesting if you deliver it with intention, energy, and authenticity. You don't need to perform or put on a persona. You just need to invite your audience into the passion and purpose behind your message. Own your voice, own your space, and trust that your story matters. If you want help building your signature talk so it's anything but boring, visit us at speakingyourbrand.com to see how we can work together. And if you enjoyed this episode, follow the Confident Speaker Podcast on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. More insightful and actionable strategies are just a tap away. This on-demand episode was generated by my AI voice clone, trained on Speaking Your Brand content. Until next time, keep speaking up and sharing your message. The world needs to hear it.